and welcome back to the We Got the Chocolates podcast. Check out these less than marvellous bits coming up.
You'd be in my car and he'd follow us, and we'd get to traffic lights. You'd run out of the car and lift his windscreen wipers up and then run back into the car.
A couple of years ago, I believe, and don't quote me on any of the details.
2016.
But, okay, good. Do quote Mitch on the details.
Yep.
2016.
You're incredible.
Yeah, like a big event on the count. That could be a wicket
sounds like
also.
a wicket.
And that could be the man that we did have dinner with the other day, I believe. That's bold.
That's bold.
This was my other issue with this story.
There's a video.
How do you screw up being Mr. Bean? He doesn't speak.
You account for the Gabba, you don't account for the Harley Davidson, but yeah, sure.
Good people.
Scarehouse, welcome back to the We Got the Chocolates podcast. I'm Lee.
I'm Mitch.
And I'm Andrew.
And you probably arrived by accident, but definitely stay for a laugh. Thanks for listening to us, fools. Before you get on the tools, We Got the Chocolates, that's a win.
Nice.
That's better.
That's just massive improvement from last week. It couldn't get much worse, to be fair. But
And
you
maybe we
mention-
should just back one of these in at some point.
Well, not the graph one. That was absolutely fucking
definitely
appalling.
not the graph.
We got an email about the graph.
We did, yeah.
we?
I think I'll mention that later on a little bit. He gave us a mustard dust topic.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so we get a shout out.
Now, it's all happening today. We are in, if you're a first-time listener, hello. We don't normally have this much background ambience. We are in an apartment building. Dave the Brit that knows jack shit, turns out he actually knows someone that lives in a very useful spot with the Gabba right there. Like literally over
That is-
Gode's
yeah,
shoulder.
that is the Gabba.
Yeah.
And there's a game on.
Yeah.
Australia versus Ireland, by the way. I mean, it'll be over by the time you're listening, so great game, though, wasn't it?
What a fight back by the Irish. Unbelievable.
The luck of the Irish, they always speak about.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the Irish, we actually caught up with George Dockrell from the Irish cricket team for a beer the other night.
Yes, we did.
Which leads us to our story for the week, boys. I organised for us to catch up for a beer. I had no kids. You boys just had cricket. Lethal had cricket about 400 metres away from about the pub where we caught up with.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
That sounds about right.
He was
So-
playing at Valleys.
Yep.
You live around the corner from Valleys.
Correct.
There's a pub around the corner from Valleys.
I thought it would have
It's all
been
very walking distance.
Yeah,
Must have been at least a kilometre.
nice and easy for us to
Feel
catch
lucky.
up for a nice Saturday evening beer. We hadn't seen each other in a social setting for a while, so organised it all beautiful. I made the booking for 5:45 with cricket finishing at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So I would have thought, okay, that's given Lethal enough time to sort of maybe, maybe quick shower, quick beer after the game, sort of leave there by 5:30, 5:40. If it's 5 minutes late, it's not a big issue. You played at Redlands,
Yes.
however, Mitch, which is a lot further away.
Yeah, a lot further. It was, and I got late notice as well. I'm not sure if that was your fault or Lee's, but got told the morning of as I was already on my way to the game.
That was mine. Gode
Nice.
told me about it the day before instead of us
Perfect.
mentioning it.
Okay, fantastic. So I found out then. So I've finished cricket. Also meant to finish at 5. Went a little bit late till about 5:10. Quick beer, quick shower, get ready. Then I've had to go home, get my clothes, then drive to the pub. So it's ended up being probably an hour 10 for me.
Yeah,
to get there.
and George Dockrell had training with the Irish side. He also caught up with a couple of other mates from Brisbane as well. So he was pretty busy on Saturday as well.
Yeah,
So,
flat out.
But what unfolded from there was that I had the booking for 5:45. So I sat there, had a nice beer by myself at the Woods Bar in Mitchelton. It was fantastic.
No drama.
Great place.
That's a good place.
Yeah, and then by sort of 6:20, I was sort of getting a little bit worried. Dockers rang me, said, I'm 5 minutes away, sweet, I'll be there. Beautiful. So he was there probably 6:25, 6:30. And about 2 minutes after that, Mitch and Eloise rocked up. So they managed to get there before our fearless leader, Lee, Roy.
So a guy
Brennan.
travelled from Ireland before I could
Yes.
Before you could get there from around
From
the corner.
Valleys, yeah. Do you, we just want to ask,
How does that happen?
It was fucking unbelievable.
you said to the group, this is an unbelievable performance. I don't really know. I had my phone not with me. It was in the changing room. And I was just sort of trying to go by feel, thinking 6 o'clock's about the time he would have said, even though you'd said 5:30.
I said 5:45. It was pretty straightforward, yeah.
Yeah, so which usually means 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And so I just was going by feel, and turns out my feel is ordinary. And I don't just mean that in...
People were leaving by the time you got there nearly.
Yeah. Not you two. So
Well,
that's fine.
we discussed it.
He'd already had about 3 pods. He was
Yeah.
pretty close to done.
Nah.
but- Yeah.
I apologise. My time management is just, it's not there.
No, it's not. Never has been, really. At least we weren't surprised, I guess. But
Yeah. No, that's true. Also, the other thing, it's also Halloween today, which I don't think we're getting too many trick-or-treaters up here.
It's a
12th
tough
level.
journey to
No.
get to the 12th floor. I'll
To
be
the
honest.
12th floor. I don't think, and you need a little skinny thing to get in the lift, so that makes it hard as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the other thing that means it is skin, and I don't bring this up to kill the mood. It is the anniversary of our dad passing away. And the reason that I bring that up is because, just a quick shout out to the great man, because he was a genuine larrikin, and probably a big part of the reason why you and I, who are brothers, are doing this type of thing and trying to embrace laughter and have a good laugh this evening as well.
Certainly for you. He talked a lot of shit just like you did.
Similar mustaches as him.
Yeah.
You know, we actually, I think we've told this before on socials, we never saw Dad without a mustache.
No, never.
Oh, well, you've told another story about your dad as well, but it didn't involve his mustache, though. So.
No. Is that what he... And Josh, that's a penis.
That is a penis.
That's all right.
Shout out to Wayno.
Shout out to Wayno. We do want to get into the joke of the day, though, which is why I was saying that.
Yeah, that's right. Sorry, and I was meant to be leading the joke of the day, but you've already pretty much done it. So if you could just go ahead and hit the button. I think the first one was sent in by, I want to say Harrison.
It was Harrison.
And I was going to say thank you for the people that are sending them in. And
thank you to all those
You had a
people.
short list, actually, this week.
Yeah, that's right, actually. We had plenty of options. So we did have a bit of a stockpile this week. We've gone with Harrison, but there are a few there. So if you've sent one in, you might be getting a run over the next couple of weeks. So thank you. Okay. If you want to send one in, it's on the speak pipe on our website, or you can just send us an email, etc.
And the voice recording even says, do you need a listening to now? We like personalised it.
Yeah, brilliant.
I mean, the things we do.
But hold on a second.
That cost us $9 a month, so you better appreciate it.
Like all the things you could do to like the overall product, and you guys would have sat there for 4 hours. Like, is that comma in the right spot for that?
Yeah, but now the button matches our brand colour, mate. It's a
Fuck
huge,
me.
Orange anymore, it's
huge
red.
upgrade.
Holy dooly.
Yeah.
The things we do for you, Gode.
Making big changes.
Anyway, here's Harrison's joke.
Hey guys, it's Harrison from the US with a joke for you. 4 fishermen are out in a boat and they want to light their cigarettes, but they don't have anything to light the cigarettes with. So they think it through, and then one of the fishermen has a bright idea and throws one of his cigarettes overboard. And suddenly the whole boat becomes one cigarette lighter.
Lovely. Nice, Harrison.
Yeah.
Good.
Is it?
You got it, Genghis?
Yeah, got it, mate.
Seeing as the boat's one cigarette.
Yeah, lighter.
Yeah,
very good.
I just thought
Yeah,
it's
still
very
going to
clever.
light the cigarette. Yeah, it's clear.
I was just really quite wigged out by why like background noise cut out halfway through, but just because I pressed the wrong button. Apologies. Hasn't been my best night so far. Again, I feel like we say that every week.
under the elements, but I can see that you're panicking because you panic if like a fan's on one.
But you were also panicking.
Now we've got
because
the
we're
whole
at
gabba
heights. I didn't know you were scared of heights.
Well, I mean, I'll be honest, it's 12 floors up and it's sort of a glass thing. It's a little bit ropey-dopey. The sphincter is
Not your
a
thing?
little bit. I mean, there's things I'd rather do than be up like this high.
Name 3.
That I'd rather do. Right now.
Yeah.
Well,
This on the ground, probably.
this on the ground, but in saying that, the view is mint. So
Yeah, that's true.
it swings and roundabouts.
Genghis, sorry to chew up a little bit more
Doesn't
time,
matter.
but I actually watched a movie this week about Alex Honnold, the free solo climber.
Is that Ronald McDonald's brother?
No. It's,
You mean Honnold Bradman?
yeah, that's the bloke. Yeah, exactly. Spot on. No, he's a free solo climber. So the movie's called Free Solo. It was a doco of him free solo climbing, so no ropes, nothing, up El Capitan, a 3,000-foot rock.
Reminds
in the
me of
US.
that other bloke that did the free Pasito climb as well.
Yeah,
Because they're both soft drinks. Solo and Pasito skin.
yeah, good. Fuck's sake.
Pasito's an interesting choice for that.
Yeah.
Great, it's probably the greatest soft drink. There you go. That would be my
Pasito.
go-to soft drink.
What do you
Except
think
for
of-
ginger ale if I'm mixing it with something.
Who makes it? They're wonderful people.
Kirk's, wonderful. Kirk's Van
What do you think
Houten.
of sarsaparilla?
Fine.
Okay.
We got Muscle Dust later on.
Yeah, sorry.
To move on.
Anyways,
did you have a
go
written
watch
joke
that
too?
movie? Yeah, I did have a written
probably
joke.
won't.
Came in from, mate, it's really good. Your palms will be sweating the whole time. Anyways, written joke comes in from Nathaniel. I think Nathaniel sent this in an email along with probably 5 or 6 others. And apologies if you listen to Nathaniel, but I don't know if we can read out all those other ones. But
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You chose your favourite.
Yeah, but
Or
this one, we chose the one that was like not
The least
R18.
controversial.
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
So everybody knows Albert Einstein was a genius, but his brother Frank was a monster. It's so
That's good.
fine.
Which makes it brilliant.
Yeah, I really like it.
I think that's better than the first one.
Okay.
Beautiful.
We are listening to the Chocks. We just talked about it then, and don't I have a jingle for that?
You've got a jingle.
to the Chocks.
Oh, come on.
Not much wrong with that, is there?
No. I actually like that. It just caught me off guard. I wasn't expecting it. But,
Well, how many times are we going to have to play it before it doesn't?
Probably
go?
another
Anyway,
150.
this one's directed at you, Skin. We got this sent in by Ben during the week on the back of something that we talked about episode 154, so 1 week ago. Can you guys keep it down over there?
Yeah, jeez. Is there a game going on?
Ben Mason. He says, boys, latest podcast was great, as always. Thank you, Ben. Funnily enough, the nickname Wang, funnily enough, my nickname was Wang or Wangy, has been for 10 to 12 years. Just got to embrace it, boys. Keep it up. So you're not the only one out there with the nickname of Wang.
Yeah, well, that's good to know. I did think I would surely be alone, but all right.
It's actually probably been 10 to 12 years since we called you Wang.
That's true, yeah.
But we could bring it back. Go ahead if you can.
No,
Okay.
All right. Perfect.
Yeah.
And then I want to move us on, guys. This is something that I saw during the week. The best prank that you've ever pulled off. And I want to be careful with the wording of that. But the news article that I stumbled across yesterday, clickbait headline was Nova's Ben and Liam banned from TikTok after posting prank video, right, which is what got me thinking about this. It turns out that they were banned from TikTok, great people, for the practical jokers were censored by the social media platform after posting a prank video that moderators deemed too sexually explicit. The video showed the Adelaide breakfast duo Gatecrashing a Nudist beach fully clothed in an act they described as reverse streaking.
Funny.
So there you go. Yeah. And then it goes on to tell us what streaking is. The video is a send up of the practice of streaking, which refers to running naked through a public space. It got quite enjoyable though with some of the photos and stuff of like the nudist. I've never been to a nudist beach.
Yeah, I was gonna say like
No, I haven't.
nudist beach. So like, what's the like? I get it, but like,
Well,
I don't
judging
get
by
it at the
these
same time.
photos, I think when I was young, I used to think the concept was quite exciting. But judging by these photos, I no longer
not
do.
so as much. Yeah, yeah.
No, not at
I
all.
imagine you would be frustrated by a clothed person coming to a nudist beach, though.
Would you though? I think it'd be quite funny.
Well, yeah.
If you've explicitly gone to a nudist beach to try and be nude and someone rocks up clothed, I guess, because they could just do that at any other beach, couldn't they?
Yeah. And then you presume they're just there to look at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they ran past with like smiles and
Yeah, it's
stuff.
probably
That-
not-
it's
yeah.
not like they were just sort of
Yeah.
sitting there building fucking sandcastles.
anyways,
They were.
there was a great photo of one of them just getting like spear tackled by a naked bloke. Though.
Yeah, that's right. They ended up getting tackled. Yeah. At one point, a woman yells at them, "We're trying to play. Get out." That's a concerning statement.
Beach cricket, obviously.
Yeah. While another pursues the intruders with a plastic cricket bat. Oh, it was beach cricket.
No one was eating a crumb sausage by any chance, was it?
No, I don't think so. Not from all reports. No. At the end, they do actually genuinely get tackled. After racing between the nudists, Liam eventually ends up with his face in the crutch of a naked man who managed to bring him to ground in a tackle.
It's not what you want.
Just more bad luck than bad management, I guess.
I guess you've got to
technique.
account for that when you're planning the prank.
Yeah.
though. It's probably going to happen.
I think everything's play on. It's a bit of a laugh, and good on him.
You're happy with that?
Yeah, I think everything's fine.
You'd be okay with seeing it on. Oh my gosh! Look at that photo. That's genuinely. That is.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
something happened.
good on everybody.
I'm going to say
That's a
6.
wicket. Yeah. The game that we've been trying to play is you hear the sound and then you get a 10-second
Nah,
delay.
it's too big a cheer. Like, it's got to be an out.
Has to be an Australian wicket, doesn't it? Really?
Who was it?
Of course.
Yeah.
There's no Irish supporters here.
Pat Cummins.
Remember they said they should drop him?
Yeah.
Farcical. Anyway.
All right. So yes, that was the prank that they pulled off, which I think was reasonably successful.
Yep.
If you define success as getting your face in the crutch of a naked man.
Yeah, and banned on TikTok and
very
etc.
Yeah, so highly successful. We asked the Choccies if they had some, or if you had some as you're listening at home, but we also have a special guest. It is a man that we've actually referenced on the podcast numerous times.
How many
In
episodes?
excess of
155.
20.
So it'd be at least 45, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
There was a time there, maybe a couple months ago, where it was every single week. It somehow came up. I still don't know how.
Yeah, that's right.
I
And
do.
He's actually. I haven't introduced you yet.
Easy, Dashy.
He's actually come up this time as well, as in upstairs to the 12th floor of the apartment. Josh Dascombe is with us, speaking to the mic, mate. How are you?
Hi Lee, great to see you again.
We've had you on the phone before, actually, but we've never had you in real life as a person. But Dashi, I understand that you do have a prank story that you successfully managed to pull off as well.
Yeah, no, one that featured someone that was recently on your podcast, called in, told a good story about you getting chaired off the ground.
Yes.
One Jack Wildermuth. Yep, there was a period in time where he met a lovely young lady, Catherine. Was on Australia's Next Top Model. No, we won't do last names. But I mean, if you Google Catherine Australia's Next Top Model, you'll probably find her.
Okay, so we've pretty much done last name. Maybe we'll just give her home address while you're at it.
Yeah, no, Jack, I mean, it's a mystery to me how he's found himself in this situation, but when asked to borrow someone's car because at the time he was driving what we commonly refer to as the Purple Dragon. We had to climb in from the passenger seat to get to the driver's seat, but that's... so he's borrowed someone's car to take her out on a date, and he's, I guess, told us the restaurant that he was going to take her to.
Oh, dear.
So that booking for 2 changed to a booking for 12.
What, as it you all came?
No, we just
made the table slightly bigger
than the table slightly bigger. And he's turned up. And he's gone. Just a booking for Wildermuth, and they've directed him over to the
to the functions room.
Yeah. So made a scene out of it.
Okay, perfect.
That is perfect.
The poor proprietors of that restaurant were a bit disappointed, but we found it pretty funny.
We really did.
Yeah.
And how did Wildermuth react? I assume he figured it was you.
More importantly, did they sit next to each other or did they sit one end at opposite ends of the table? Well, I mean, we paid for this whole thing. We may
as well use it.
This booking, we may as well use the space we've been allocated. That is perfect.
No, one of the greats.
It was very good.
That is good. All right, well, Dash, you might be able to hang around just to tell us which other ones sort of take your fancy here. These have come in from the Choccies. Both Andrew and Canoes08. It's a common name. On Instagram, they've both done the old run the jumper wire from the indicator to or the brake to the horn in a car, which I wouldn't know how to do. But I can understand
no idea
how that would be very funny in terms of every time that they put the indicator on, they start beeping.
Oh, well, that reminds me. Remember what we used to do to Leachy when he was there? Remember he'd follow us to games. You'd be in my car and he'd follow us, and we'd get to traffic lights. You'd run out of the car and lift his windscreen wipers up, and then run back into the car.
And then the one that Gode still does to me whenever I'm following him is he indicates left, turns right. It's so frustrating.
It's classic, though, isn't it?
It's every time. Yeah, that's true. We did used to get him with the old. Actually, someone else said that they stuck copper on people's windscreen wipers, so they just wouldn't move. They'd turn them on, and they'd just be locked into place.
That's
quite dangerous.
All of those things seem quite dangerous. Ours was a bit of harmless fun.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
This one got brought up as well in the responses. Kraus wrapping Ging's whole house in alfoil. I assume we've probably told that story at some point, but that was.
It does what it says on the tin. It was right there. Yeah. That's what it done. Yeah.
That's there.
Yeah. I think someone just got mankaded.
Well, funny you say that. We might be speaking about that a bit later, Josh.
Correct. Amy Lee used to spray Mr. Sheen on the floor and stir up her brothers so that they'd chase her.
Yeah.
And then they'd just go arse over tit.
Wow,
Mr. Sheen.
Also dangerous, but brilliant.
But funny.
Yeah.
This is brilliant.
As long as everyone's still.
Exactly. And then I didn't get this one. Renee Taylor removing all the labels from the cans in the pantry.
Oh, okay.
So what does that do?
So if you're tin tomatoes or something like that, and then there's kidney beans.
Oh, that would suck, actually.
Yeah. The old lucky dip.
Yeah. So what on earth is this?
Especially if they're ones where you genuinely got to get the can opener out and cut them open. Damn it, I didn't really want corn with this.
That was fucking cup of soup.
That's actually really good. Have we had any others?
Chiminder on the door handle, which you did to skin the other day, is a classic, I reckon.
The Vaseline, Chiminder Vas on the...
I used to when we were sort of...
Well, Spencer used to do it to us all the time in Darwin, but with lube. That was the real concern.
I think we've asked why he had lube.
Yeah. No reason.
No.
Just for that prank I've heard.
Remember we moved your car playing at university that day from the car park at University Cricket Club to the IGA about 4 kilometres down the road.
Wait, what? You did that to Dashy?
Yeah. One day we got to the end of a day at university and my car wasn't there. Thought it was odd that someone wanted to steal a 2001 two-door Mitsubishi Lancer, but here we are. Oh, well.
Yeah, well, I was going to contribute something along the same lines. I did that to a bloke at school, and he was not as impressed. He didn't find it as funny as I did.
Gode finds it funny. Any time we go to the shops, you come out and you're like, oh, where's he going to be? Because it's never in the spot where you left. Hey, mate, can you just run in and get me a dare iced coffee? And then I run out and oh, yep, man, and he's moved to the other side of the car park. It's his classic. It's his go-to.
It's a great gag.
Yeah. There's some good ones. We'll have to... probably just start pranking each other, I guess, after that.
All right.
Especially while Dash is here. Couple of dates to hijack.
Well, you never know.
It's
No comment.
I can't say that.
Firm no comment.
As long as it's within a 5.5 hour radius, I've heard.
No comment.
Okay, a cricket-related story that came across my desk.
And
for
my
you,
desk too,
And
actually.
your desk too, did it? Skin?
We're
You
busy.
didn't even have a desk.
I've got a desk.
He's probably
Did
the
not
only
come
one of us
across
who
it.
has a desk.
You would be.
You have a kitchen table. You have a chair.
I have my car.
Yeah, right.
Lots of pens wherever Gode's desk is.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's for sure. Fake Mr. Bean. Did you hear about this?
I did.
Yeah. So Pakistan, Zimbabwe, genuine beef, I believe.
Genuine beef. Yeah.
Genuine beef.
My
over the
interpretation of it
fake
was
Mr.
a massive
Bean.
piss take.
Nah, I reckon it's serious.
Nah, it's deadly serious.
Yeah, me too. All started with a Pakistani a couple of years ago, I believe, and don't quote me on any of the details.
2016.
But- okay, good. Do quote Mitch on the details.
Yep.
2016.
Incredible.
A Pakistani comedian named Asif Muhammad was paid to attend a Zimbabwean event. I think it was an agricultural event. It was called.
So genuine beef.
Like a big event on the count. That could
That
be a wicket
sounds like a
also.
wicket.
And that could be the man that we did have dinner with the other day, I believe. That's bold.
That's
yes.
bold.
Yeah, it did look quite bold.
Yeah. I mean, they're fast and Yorkers, so.
Can't win
Happens to
more.
the best of them, really. Yeah.
What's all these people bowling too fast?
You really shouldn't be allowed to do that.
Anyway, yes, so he's gone, but under the proviso, Zimbabwe were expecting that they were getting the actual genuine
Rowan Atkinson.
Rowan Atkinson,
Yeah.
as Mr. Bean, but they got this bloke that was apparently a stinker and a total flop. Everyone hated him. This Asif. And so Pakistani cricket has put up like a tweet with just them warming up for the game, and they've got like their players hitting balls and stuff. And then someone from Zimbabwe writes, "As Zimbabweans, we won't forgive you." This is commenting on the Pakistan update. "You once gave us that fraud Pac Bean instead of Mr. Bean Rowan. We will settle the matter tomorrow. Just pray the rains will save you." It's the greatest tweet I've ever heard.
So that does sound like genuine beef.
So genuine beef.
Genuine
They-
beef
they
for the
were like-
agricultural
They were
festival.
proper angry about it. Anyway, and then Zimbabwe did go on
And beat.
to beat Pakistan.
Yeah.
It's
In that
amazing
light,
what motivation does, Mitchell.
And then
Yeah.
the Zimbabwean Prime Minister tweeted also saying,
He
"Next
says-
time send us the real
Yeah.
Mr. Bean."
What a win for Zimbabwe.
Like-
Congratulations. Next time, send the real Mr. Bean.
like they've got some sort of control over what Rowan Atkinson is fucking doing.
That's what I didn't get. Why would you? This is my issue that I have with this story. And I hope if you know at home and you're across this, then please write in and let us know. Because why did Zimbabwe go to Pakistan to get the real Mr. Bean? Or they've just.
I don't know.
But
How do
in
they
general,
think that
like
it was?
Mr. Bean was like huge in like 1998.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what's
So he
happening?
wouldn't
Still a
still
good
look like
bloke.
Mr. Bean.
Oh,
though.
Mr. Bean's unbelievable. Like, but
If
if
Mr.
that's the
Bean
first
pops
thing,
up-
if you're going on a training camp, so you know what would make this training camp unbelievable? Mr. Bean.
No, you're not thinking that. But for example, I'm pretty sure Mr. Bean appeared at like the some Olympic opening ceremony. He rocked up and like played the triangle or something stupid. He had to press like one key and looked so bored doing it.
Was it
And
Sydney
like-
2000?
No, it was genuinely. It would have
would've
been
been
like maybe
London,
London
probably.
2012, maybe. Yeah. So that'd make sense. So 2012, and it was like, I mean, no one's thinking of going to the opening ceremony thinking I can't wait to see Mr. Bean, but like he pops up and you're stoked. It's
So
great.
if Pakistan ever hold
I don't know
it,
why
if they
Pakistan
host
would
the
have-
Olympics, will Pac Bean come to the
Yeah, I
opening
guess so.
ceremony?
I
yeah.
can only hope so.
Asif Muhammad, he'll be there. He put out a statement, which I don't get because Mr. Bean doesn't speak.
This was my other issue with this
There's a
story.
video of-
How do you screw up being Mr. Bean? He doesn't speak.
And then
It was just Teddy.
he's released a video and it's like a minute and a half of him talking. I'm like, you're not the most
Yeah.
convincing.
This is probably why the
Pac
show
Bean,
flopped.
yeah.
Because you kept
Glad you said
speaking.
the show. And a bit more cricket as well. I think
Did this come across your desk?
this came across my desk as
Skin,
well.
was this across yours?
Still not across my desk. No, I've got like work on my desk. So,
Yeah. With the whole Mankading sort of furore that's sort of circulating world cricket at the moment, well, Glenn Phillips, well, he got 100 the other night against.
He did do that,
He
yeah. Really open bat face.
He
Good
absolutely
God.
pogoed him everywhere. It's all parts. But anyway, what we took
Good
out of
cricketer
it,
and invented a screwdriver, which is elite.
got it. I don't think it's true. You don't do slap
'cause his
me,
middle
Jingles,
name's
it's all right.
Because his middle name's what?
flat head. Because that's the other
Yeah,
type of
I've got
screw.
it, yeah, it's the other one, yeah.
Both screwdrivers.
He hit 100 in the World Cup. He's doing well.
What he actually did invent was one of the great backing up styles of all time.
Oh,
Yeah,
what
that's
about
right.
that
He's pretty
segue?
much solved one of our debates.
Yeah, so basically a normal in cricket, when you're backing up at the non-strikers, normally you sort of have your bat standing in the crease, and as the bowler lets the ball go, you sort of meander out of your crease a few steps, so it just makes it easy for the next run. He basically set up like Usain Bolt at the non-strikers end to try and get back on strike. And the thing I loved about it the most as well, he had absolutely no intention of getting back to the non-strikers end. He just wanted to get at the strikers end so he could ding him a little bit further, I reckon.
Yeah, fair.
I like it.
So it's really not that big of a race, is it? But I love the sprinter start.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was good.
It'd be really
I need to
interesting.
get some blocks there or something for him to take off on.
That might be slightly
Some idiot in cricket will actually go, oh, that's a really good idea.
Exactly. Some of the ideas there's been in cricket.
Well, if
will
that
be-
catches on in 15 years, I reckon you'll see it.
What do you reckon's more likely, spider cam to survive or blocks at the non-strikers end?
Blocks at the non-strikers.
Yeah,
There's no way this spider can.
I was going to say this spider cam. We're a
That
bit
is
nervous
very high.
if a string snaps here. We're in froth.
I hope they're not string. How long is a piece of string? Freaking long, by the way.
Fucking light pole to light pole.
I thought you had something else.
Oh yeah, no, and Ravi Ashton tried to man-cat something the other day that was still in his crease. That was fucking good. Well done, Ravi.
Have you got a photo we can get?
I've got a
to
photo.
David
I'll
with?
send it to Dave. He's on fire. He's on the tools over there. Look at him go.
He man-cutted
he-
someone a couple of years ago.
Well, so he's the
In
one who's
day,
probably
yeah.
done it the
I don't
most.
think Dave employs cricket.
Dave's-
No, Dave. Yeah, sorry, Dave. No, Ravi.
So Ravi Ashton has bowled or pretended to bowl a ball and looked at Dave Miller, who still had his bat in the crease. Genuinely, there's a still shot of him. It's like, you are a fucking idiot, mate. This whole debate sucks.
Just let it go.
This sucks. No, it sucks. Everyone sucks.
Oh,
Mainly Ravi.
Maybe Ravi.
alrighty. Moving on to one of our favourite segments, Must or Dust. For those first-time listeners out there, it's a little segment. We'll just pick a bunch of controversial topics. We try to pick controversial ones. Maybe we're not always that successful, and we'll debate whether they're must, a good thing, or dust, a bad thing. Have I missed anything there, Lethal? Are you happy with that?
No, really well done. And this is the jingle that we play for this segment. You love it.
Yeah.
Is this Master Dust? Is this Master Dust? It won't take too long, but don't get it wrong. Is this Master Dust? The random whistle was not part of the jingle.
Yeah, no, that was just Gode, wasn't it?
No, it doesn't matter.
Ah, well, happens to the best of them. Anyways, I think we
Use don't out by whistle. It's like switching on.
All right.
Whistling's hard.
Yeah, tough work. The first couple have been sent in to us by the Choccies. I think one via the speak pipe, Lethal, if you've got it on a button over there somewhere.
Just
By Brenton.
via voice recording. Yes.
Hey guys, long time listener, first time ringer in.
Nice.
I've got a Master Dust for you. Calling your teacher by their teacher's name outside of school. Now, I think it's a must. I wouldn't call my primary or high school teachers by their actual name, even outside of school. Even my daughter's prep teacher, I'll still call her by her Mrs. Finn. Wouldn't call her by her first name.
Is Brenton talking about you as a child or as you as an adult, like a parent?
Well, he's talking about a parent at the end when he said he wouldn't call his
he's a
daughter's
parent,
prep.
yeah. But outside of school, now you've graduated, if you run into a middle school teacher or something, are you calling them Mrs.?
I saw Mr.
Last
Crowther
name.
the other day and I still called him Mr. Crowther.
Yes, that's the
and-
perfect example. I don't
yeah.
think I'll ever not call
I
him Mr.
can't-
Crowther.
I can't not call him that. Same with Mr. Lowther. Any teacher.
Mr.
No.
Drowther, Mr.
What about, there was a period
Bowser.
where I was...
I would always call.
Yeah.
I'm with Brendan. I think you got to call him. Once you're a teacher name, you're stuck with your teacher name.
Yeah, exactly. There was a time when I can't remember if it was after I graduated high school or after I'd moved schools or something, but I wasn't at the school and we were just playing touch. We're playing local touch with Mr. Ailing, and so everyone else has called him Adam, and I just had to call for the ball like Mr. Ailing because I just
that
can't
sucks,
not.
though,
I was
I
never
reckon.
going to not
That
call.
sucks, though.
I was never going to not call him that, but it was Anyways,
Maybe a nickname would be alright.
Yeah.
maybe.
Ales.
Yeah.
You could have called him
Ales.
Ginger Ales.
Tough as ales.
Even the same with what about with like family members, like our Uncle Pete insists on being called
he just
Pete.
wants
or
to
Yeah,
Pete.
I never. Yeah,
weird.
I'm always never like uncle or auntie or even my grandparents.
What, you just call them their first name?
Yeah.
Really?
I
Yeah,
would not
100.
call my pop Brian. That'd be weird as.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool, actually. But no, I've never thought of doing it.
No. Bobby Maureen.
I still say, yeah, Uncle. He always blows up at me for calling him Uncle
Yeah,
Pete.
so-
Well, you know my uncle.
I gave him a buzz the
Can
other
you
day.
imagine me calling Uncle
that's a
Darren?
different case, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very different case.
Yeah.
He's Lucy in it.
Okay.
He probably doesn't even know he's an uncle.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah, I mean, I'll go the other way. I'll go
Yeah,
Dust.
I guess
First
it
name.
does. But yeah,
First
all right.
name.
I must.
All right.
Okay,
one.
very
What was the
good.
second one?
Thank you, Brenton, and that was via the voicemail on our website. If you want to contribute, feel free to go there and do that. That's Jesus. If we
It's good for the ambience, though.
yeah, as if we didn't have
No,
enough
it's
background
ambulance,
noise.
not ambulance.
Shut up. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, nice. Just to add a little bit more to the
It
background
won't be the
noise. Thanks,
quietest
guys.
episode, I'll be honest.
No, you'll find a way to complain
that's all
about
right.
it, that's for sure.
Probably more
I am
seriously.
complaining about it
Hope
right now.
everyone's all right, but yeah. Okay, we also had a muscle dust sent in. I mentioned it earlier in the episode. This one comes from Jordan, and yeah, just wanted to give him a quick shout out because he sent us this. The muscle dust was like this tiny little mention at the end. He sent us this massive email with he's essentially done like a skin stats segment on our last episode. So he started off by saying,
He's critiqued us.
Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
He started off by saying hey guys, really big fan of the podcast, especially the last episode about graphs.
Told you.
It was the last
Everyone
episode.
loves graphs.
No,
The
they
last
don't.
episode was not meant to be about graphs. I don't know. I don't know how that. Yeah, okay. I guess it did end up being about graphs, but. Anyways, then going on to plot every time he laughed throughout the episode.
What?
And create a pie chart of which one of us made him laugh the most.
Are you kidding?
And yeah, no, not at all. Yeah, he's genuinely done all this up.
How did this not come across our desk?
Yeah. Well, it definitely would have come through your email inbox,
You're
and
fucking
Gode
hopeless.
wouldn't have worked out how to log into his account yet, so it hasn't come across his. But yeah, no. Unsurprisingly, I was definitely in last place. I think I was the cause of 19% of his laughs, and then you two
That's
were.
not that far behind. 33 is a third, right? So it's not that far behind.
Well, yeah, but I was 19, so you two were both 40 and 41. So pretty big discrepancy.
Who was 40 and who was 41?
Lethal was
Come
41.
on.
Well, no, you have more airtime though, don't you?
That's true. Yeah.
Can you tell him to do that every episode from now on?
Yeah, Jordan, keep him coming. But no, so his muscle dust topic was iced coffee. Heading into the summer months now, it's warming up.
Some sort of
Do you
joke.
just continue drinking hot coffee, or is
We already know Gode's. We know Gode's
Fast
stance on
formulation.
this, don't we?
yeah, you're a big fan of the Dare iced coffee, aren't you? Yeah.
Oh,
my days! How much background noise can one get?
I mean, we are outside.
Yeah, I know.
At the Gabba.
It's genuine Harley
motorcade going down
You
the street.
account for the Gabba, you don't account for the Harley
Yeah.
Davidson. But yeah, sure.
Good people. Well,
I'll wait till we all get a motorbike next week.
Anyways, the iced coffee.
Oh, obvious must. I don't
Yeah.
think there's many more musts in the world.
Yeah.
Don't drink. There was a stage when I used to hang out with Gode way more that I
And
drank
who
them a lot.
usually bought them?
You.
Yeah.
But I don't drink them now.
Okay.
So I'm dust. Can I be dust?
Wait, just to clarify, are you talking like Dare iced coffees and ice breaks and things like that? Or
No,
like
yeah,
if you went to a
don't drink.
cafe and got
Summer months I still
iced
have hot
latte.
coffees. Hot coffees.
Hot
What's a
coffees.
coffee?
Hot coffees.
I still have hot coffee.
Yeah,
Which is otherwise just known as a coffee. I have that.
Yeah, sure. All right.
No ice variety.
Well, I continue drinking hot coffees as well, but also mixed in a couple iced lattes. But no, I've never been a Dare or an icebreaker kind of man. Sorry, Genghis.
Yeah, you don't.
Having said that, if they want to chip in.
Yeah, I mean, I have heard they're great people, so I'm
incredible.
happy to tell you all about them
It's
if
the
they
reason I'm here
contact us. But yeah, I guess we'll wait and see.
Yeah. So I'm a dust on the iced.
Okay, very fair. And then, do you want to take the next couple, Lethal? I think you
just one
chuck
more.
these ones in.
Just one more.
One more.
Right.
Pick
Sure,
your best one.
Okay, in which case, I have got a good one for you, I reckon. You know how this is a debate that people always have. Would you rather have, different segment, background noise whilst you're studying? So similar to this, except think more like
Like a TV show or something.
is that Harley Davidson just doing laps of the Gabba?
I believe so, yeah.
Right, excellent. So just think more of the trickling water sounds and
Yeah.
Oh, no one
music
actually
and
does
stuff.
that, do they?
I think
Mate,
people do.
Plenty of people do it.
Yeah.
It's a massive genre on YouTube. It's just 3-hour-long videos where the screen does nothing and it's just background noise of fucking whales in the ocean or rainforest waterfalls. Oh, Dave
does it.
I take it you do that while you're editing the podcast, mate? Yeah, right. Okay, so Dave would say must if he had a microphone.
Cody's not happy.
Cody's not happy.
Just put
Dave
like
would
The
be looking
Office
for
on
his-
or something in the background.
But that's still background
That's
noise.
There's
background
background noise, but it's not fucking
the question was
fucking
background
frogs
noise, muscle
croaking.
dust.
Oh, that is... Well, it's really tough now because some of it's absolutely ridiculous. And some of it's
It's like the ASMR topic.
So you're saying frogs croaking, no.
Yeah.
Office, yes.
Office, yes. Family Guy, yes. The in-between.
So you'll just chuck them on and go do something else?
100. Especially
I'm
stuff
down.
I've already seen.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Dust for me.
I'll just say altogether dust.
Yeah,
No. If I chuck the
Okay,
Office
well,
on the Family
maybe
Guy
you
on,
should
I'll
do
be
it
sitting
to
there
maybe
watching it.
increase your productivity a little bit more.
No, because I can't. I've tried it and I start watching it.
Yeah, we would just end
What,
up
the
watching
screen?
The Office.
No, I start watching The Office.
Yeah, that is... Well, I don't blame you.
Great people.
Well done. Great
show.
segment as well.
Oh, you're in for a tweet. That's right, is it?
Yeah.
I was
You are-
really right. You're in for
You're in for a tweet. Anyway, the Rugby League World Cup's going on at the moment, and it seems to be 90 points to 6 for every single game at the moment. But that's okay. doesn't
Boring
it?
as bad
Oh
shit.
yeah, I literally haven't watched the game yet. I mean, granted, it's on at 3:30 in the morning, but anyway, this tweet relates to that. It's from Simpsons related NRL memes. It's a fucking wonderful Twitter page, actually. Wish Mikos was here.
He would like it.
Anyway, so at the moment there's a bit of a standoff between Cherry Evans and Cleary, who's going to get the halfback spot for
that's
Australia. Yeah. So anyway, the reason Mal Meninga can't choose on a halfback is because he spent the entire World Cup trying to work out how the English in-goal areas are shorter than his political career. And Mal Meninga's political career lasted one press conference.
Was he a politician?
For one press conference.
Why?
Look it up on YouTube.
When?
Look it up on YouTube. He did a press conference in Canberra. He's like, nah, I buggered it and just walked out.
You're kidding?
Nah, genuine.
Well, we need to find that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah,
Okay, I
he's
did not
like
know that.
talking
In
and
what
he's-
year?
Oh, would have been just after playing. We said 96.
Right.
Yeah, he sort of went on to talk about his policies and he just couldn't get anything else. Like, nah, I buggered it. And just threw his head back and just walked out.
Wow.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I really like it. I wish more politicians did that, but
No, it doesn't happen, unfortunately.
yeah, good on him.
That's the tweet of the week. You're in for a tweet?
You're in for a
So
tweet,
close.
yeah.
Alrighty, that's another episode of the We Got the Chocolates podcast complete. And on this occasion, it wouldn't have been possible without Dale, who's now on the podcast with us. Dale, we've chucked a mic in front of you there. You've been sitting and looking in your own house, which is probably quite weird. So thanks so much for having us.
Oh, no, it's been a pleasure. Anytime you want to come round.
Oh, just be careful with that, because
Oh, no.
it's a lot closer to Gode's house, so you'll be fighting for it every week.
Oh, make some more noise.
I love the view, but the Harley Davidsons and the police cars, there's 5 hospitals
right.
around here.
Yeah, there would be a bit going on. isn't there?
Yeah.
We sort of thought you'd maybe just organise that just to see if you could test us and just how resilient we could be. But
Turns out not so much.
No, we sucked. We were terrible. Anything that happened, we're like, oh, what happened over there? And then we always forget that we're actually recording a podcast. No, it's magnificent, man. It's a great spot you've got, that's for sure. You'd have to.
Hey, we got in through COVID last year in July. Nobody were looking for apartments. Kathleen's a nurse we got in Australia, which is a fantastic country. We love it. And nobody were looking for apartments. So we got here and we can't believe it's luck. Every time we come through the door, it's another
Magic.
Another scene. Yeah, it's fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, no, not a
Wouldn't be
bad
great
setup.
if you want an early night, I'll be honest with you, on a game
Oh,
night.
mate, the AFL ruins my... I go to bed at 9 o'clock. I just hear sirens at 11 o'clock.
Yeah. I was going to say it would be great if you were a Lions fan, but I take it you're not.
You're going to have to probably come around.
I don't know. It's the music at the end that ruins it for me. It's like the French Revolution song, and it's like I can't do it.
Yeah, I know. I still can't believe that France stole their national anthem off the Brisbane Lions.
Yeah, exactly. I don't understand it.
No, Dale, so good. Thank you so much for having us, mate. We appreciate it a great deal. And if you are listening and you would like to get in touch, we'd love to hear from you as well. And you can get in touch on the socials or at the website, Mitch.
Yeah, you can. The socials are Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitter. We'd particularly appreciate a bit of support on YouTube and Snapchat. We're fairly new over there, so if you want to go have a watch of the podcast or any of our shorter videos, please do that. Make sure you subscribe and like or whatever the equivalent is. And yeah, get around us there. The website, obviously, we've got thechocolates.com.au, and if you've got anything in particular for the podcast, you can also send it to our email, hello@wegotthechocolates.com.au.
You can also support us by giving us ratings and reviews on Spotify and or Apple. Mainly Apple do the reviews.
You know what's interesting with ratings is that Apple, we've got more ratings on Spotify than Apple. I feel like Apple was ahead early days, so maybe challenge.
Yeah, right.
You can catch up if you listen. If you're an Apple listener you can put a rating in and catch us up there.
Yeah, please.
Well done.
Absolutely. From Gode, Mitch and myself, thank you so much for listening. We do love making this. Please tell your friends about it or that you listen to We Got the Chocolates. We'd appreciate that a great deal. And remember that as your homework that Mitch always gives you, if you are out there having a laugh with your mates throughout the week, then you're absolutely getting the chocolates. We'll speak to you this time next week. And as always, good luck in the future. And that's Stumps.
Well, that's the podcast. So what the hell are you still doing here? Go and get the chocolates, you marvellous beast.